Okay, well this is multi-ball putting. Let me just talk you through some of the details in size and dimensions. Roughly the target zone is about 2 steps, let's say 6 feet by 6 feet. So you've got a square of 6 feet. The balls have got to finish within this zone. They cannot touch any of the cones on the outside. That would disqualify one of the balls. So all the balls must finish within this zone. I'm going to putt from a distance of, again, 2 steps, all the twos, easy to remember, 2 steps away. I've got an arrangement of six balls here, not golf balls, and they're all different. So what I'm trying to really encourage here is develop hand to target aiming, because the balls have to be directed in different ways. Force control, obviously these balls are all different, the weights and liveliness, so the player would have to engage in some activity to try and figure out how hard to hit something, which is a very valuable skill in golf, obviously, in a number of other ways for chipping and pitching also. So let me demonstrate it, and let's see what we can do. So probably a third thing would be arm and hand steadiness as well. You've got to have a steady hand for this. That trains that in from a young age. So let's have a go. The balls have got to finish in the target zone, which is the only rule really. But a second rule is they cannot hit off each other. So I'm forced to engage in some kind of learning of direction and what controls that. So I'm going to aim this. This is a squash ball, which is a bit less lively than the golf balls. I'm going to have to use a different level of force to get this ball into that zone. A bit more force, so it's in the zone, that's fine. And this is a bouncy ball, obviously very, very lively. I'm going to aim this off to the other side now to keep it away from the other 2 balls, and it's really does take off quickly, but it's fine, it's in the zone. I've got a hacky sack here, a kind of a juggling ball, and this thing needs quite a bit of a whack to get it moving, so I've got to use a large amount of force to get this into the zone. Just made it. An air ball, which sometimes difficult outside if it's windy. So I'm going to hit that and try and get that into the zone as well. Just missed the squash ball. And finally the hockey ball. As long as they're different, it doesn't matter what kind of balls these are. I'm going to go down the middle with this one. Very heavy, but it's finished in the zone. So I've proven an ability to direct my hands and therefore the ball, and then control the amount of force involved, and also looking at the balls and trying to decide what sort of level of force do I need to use. Some kind of problem solving activity going on, and I've had to maintain a steady hand in order to do it. In terms of progressions, I could move these back to 9 feet, so it's easily quantifiable. If the young person is only getting 1 out of 6 balls in, that's fine. The goal next time would be 2, and so on. And I can move back if I want. If there's room on a putting green, I can bring these cones in a little bit, maybe a cone's width, like into here, and that makes it more difficult. So therefore, keeping the challenge point just ahead of where the player is, and therefore motivating them to try it again, and a record of their progress can be made quite easily as well.